if you don't have access to GitHub, right? So what you can do, why I can not able to see it, just a second. So just you have to go to github.com, okay? And so mine is already there. So what you can do, mm, okay, let me go to incognito, then I can show you because everything I'm uploading in GitHub. So just you have to sign up for GitHub. Okay, it's free. Okay, you don't have to pay anything. Okay, just it's the simple registration if you have done for any apps, right? You can do that. Just don't check this box, otherwise you will be receiving spam mails in your. You can put a username. Username should be unique. Okay, so mine is Avengers. Okay, so that's fine. You just make an account. So and then where you have to go. So I am keeping everything in the AWS training series. Okay. So once you can open right now also, but the thing is like if you want in your repo, suppose something comes up and I will delete this for whole repo, then you will lost everything, right? Although it's public. So you can uh, copy it in your repos. Okay. So just you have to do fork. Okay, just click on the fork. You'll be so I'll not be able to fork, okay, because it's my repo only. Okay. So you will be able to do your fork. So you can just do fork, it will come into your GitHub. Okay. Or for now you can do star. Okay. So that whatever I'm adding here, you'll keep on getting. If you do fork now, again you have to do fork every time. So better do star. Okay. Once this whole session will complete, you can fork it so that it will be always be available all the time in your repository. So I'm putting everything in here. Has anyone joined? Yeah, go ahead, Ravi. Anything, Ravi?
Yeah, no, no, no. By
Okay,
mistake.
no
Okay.
problem. So you can ask questions if you have any doubt right to access. So session one is mostly
Actually,
this.
your screen is not visible.
Is it? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me. Thanks for letting me know. So guys, I think you have not seen like where how I have told to have the GitHub. So you just make an account in GitHub. Let me tell you again. Just do to go to github.com and sign up for GitHub. Okay. Put everything and you will make an account in GitHub. Okay. That's fine. And then you can open my link. This link has been given in uh anyone typed anything? I'm not able to see actually. You can unmute and you can tell me if you have any issues. Okay. Because I'm not able to see the chat while I'm screen sharing. Okay. Anyways. So session one I have put all the things. This is the main docs. These are the images. Okay, you can go through it. Session two, this is the docs, and this is the YouTube link. So here I'm putting all my videos, whatever the recorded videos are. You can put, you can just click on it, and you will be able to see. Okay. And why I'm putting this Linux for DevOps? Because I believe like maybe the experienced person knows all the things, but for the college people, right, it's difficult to understand all these things. Okay, suppose I'm putting CD, okay, and you don't know what is CD now. Okay, so what I have done here, so these are some of the commands which you can go through. Okay, so at least this will help you in some of the Linux knowledge. So you don't have to be Linux administrator, but at least if I do PWD, right, you should be able to know like what is PWD. Okay. If I'm doing cat, you should be able to know it will open the file. Okay. So you can go through this, and I am not taking a separate session on this. If you have issues, I can uh, take a separate session. Okay. But, before coming to next session, make sure that you go through this command. At least you should be able to know. Suppose if I am doing sudo su, uh, you should not tell that what is sudo su. Okay. So that's why you just go through the, I have kept a doc for the Linux. Okay. So in that way you can access this. Okay. And next thing which I wanted to show is, uh, let me open my console. Okay. So I hope you all have made AWS account. If not, please make it. Okay. It's easy. to make. And those who can't make it, college guys, please, whoever has created AWS account, you can take the help from them. They can create an IAM user, okay, and you can use that. So earlier I have told like EBS about EBS, right? EBS is just like a block storage, okay, and you can attach it to EC2. But you can attach it to EC2 if why this EBS is there. Let me delete this. It's costing me actually. So make sure after you're doing the demos, right, you delete everything. Okay, otherwise it will cost you. Okay, fine. So EBS can be attached to EC2 at once only. One EBS can be attached to one EC2. It's not like one EBS can be attached to multiple EC2s, right? And that should be in the availability zone. Suppose instance is in US East 1 AB and your EBS is in US East 1 AC, it can't be attached. So you can say like EBS is zone specific. Interview question. Interview EBS is zone specific. Okay. Now actually EBS has a multi-attach option as well. Okay. So I thought to discuss this at that point, but time was over. So multi-attach, it's very rarely used, but now if you go through AWS Solution Architect course, they will show you how to do the multi-attach, but no one used to do that actually. So if you see, volume type of EBS is many types, GP3, IO1, IO2 and all. And what are these things? You just click on info, you'll be able to see. You don't have to be a very good, like no one will ask you like what is GP3, what is GP2, but sometimes some interviewers mind you don't know like what he's thinking, right? He can just can ask like why you are using GP3, why not IO1? So just remember that GP3, GP2 are just cost-effective storage and a broad range of workloads it can sustain. And IO ops SSD, SSD, you know, laptop is SSD and all the things, right? So, so the volume come IO SSD, okay, IO1 and IO2. Okay, so this is like it's a low latency application. Okay, suppose gaming needs low latency, right? At that time you can use the uh, SSD, IO1 and IO2. And then what are the things? SDD, ST1. So all this you can just read here. Okay, what for SC1, what for ST1. So in my career, whatever interviews I have given, no one has asked all these things. Okay, but you can go through. It's of course better to have knowledge. Is someone pinging me here? Please tell in that chat. Okay, fine. Okay, I don't know. I'm getting some message. So, multi-attach volume, you cannot do through GP3. You have to be IO1. Okay. So, what is IO1? Second, guys. Slack. Leave it. Okay. IO1. Now, what is IO1? So, multi-attach volume is like volume can be attached to multiple EC2s, at most 16 EC2s. Even if it is in different availability zone, it can be attached. The same EBS can be attached. Okay. So IO1 you can just do, and these are let keep it same. Okay. I'm not doing the demo because now you'll get this enable multi-attach. Okay. So you can just create it and you can just attach it to multiple EC2s. Now EC2s you cannot attach it to multiple EC2s. It has to be the Nitro based EC2. Okay. So if you just launch instances, there is something called Nitro based EC2 that you have to launch. Okay. Then only you can attach it there. So that's why Nitro based EC2 is a very so here it's not there. I'll just show, or you can just attach it to this also. M5.large. Okay. This is also very high demand. It's not there. Why it's not coming? M5. Okay, maybe in the different AMI. Okay, I am searching in type. Sorry. It should be in this type. Now you will get it. M5.large. Okay, so you can just attach it in this M5.large. But now, if you want to use in T3.medium, multi-attach will not be using. Okay, you cannot attach it. It will show that we cannot attach it. Okay. So these are the things of EBS multi-attach. If some interviewer asks like, is there any way that EBS can also be attached to multiple volumes? You can just tell yes. Okay. So next demo is like EBS. Whenever you are creating EBS, you can encrypt it also. Okay. So if I'm going to EBS, if I'm creating any EBS volumes, right? Simple EBS volumes if you are creating it. Okay. Now what you can do, you can encrypt this volume. What is mean by encryption? Encryption is encryption only. Okay. Like uh, you cannot get the data until unless you decrypt it. Okay, that's the encryption. Okay, so either you can encrypt it with the default AWS key. Okay, this is the default key which is given by AWS itself. Okay, or you can create your own key, specify customer managed key. Okay, now how can you create your own key? Okay, so oh guys, this thing is irritating me. I don't know how to remove this. Let me go here. So let me put a duplicate. So if you want to create your own key, right? Just go to KMS. There is a key management service. Okay, and you have to just create a key. Okay, symmetric or this I will let you know what is symmetric and asymmetric. Where is gone? But you can a single key used for both decrypting and encrypting and decrypting. Okay, like the single key will be used for both encrypting. So whenever you are decrypting the data, you have to use this key. Okay, and asymmetric key is like there will be two key pairs. One is for encrypting. It's like a key pair. You know that I have told you the meaning of key pair, right? One key pair, one key is for will be within EC2. One key will be with you, private key, through which you will be able to log in. Okay, it's like the same concept, just related. Okay. So this you can do, you can just click on next, okay, and you can just put any name, okay. Description you can put, the tags you can put, okay. So in production world you have to use all the tags, okay. Otherwise it's not feasible, okay. Key administrators you can do like who can access these keys, right? So I've told you about the roles that I will come later. So for now I have just told like admin role, okay, and who will be the key users. This also I will let you know, but then I have to, okay, how is the IAM and the policy written? I will let you know in the later case. Okay, because IAM and there is a separate section for IAM. Okay, until unless if I tell you this policy, you will not be able to understand. Okay, so this is the key ID. Okay, so where I have created Virginia, and this is the key ID. Where is the key ID? Somewhere. This is the material ID once again. Yeah, just a minute. Oh, it's in the above itself. Okay, so this is the key ID. So if you see material ID is different, key ID is different. What is this material ID? So you are just creating the key, right? But what is happening inside it, right? There is some cryptographic algorithms that is happening. AWS is doing something in the background. So that's the material they are allowing. Okay, that's the material they are using. So it's if we are making our own key, right? Suppose we have our own software, we are creating our own encryption key, then we know the material which we are using. But here we are using our key, but the underlying things are within AWS. So they give their own material ID. Okay. But AWS managed keys, even they are creating that own key and they are giving the key ID by themselves. You don't have to do it. Okay. But why you are using, why we don't use mostly AWS managed keys? It's because of safety. Okay. Um, if you create your own key, you can manage it on your own. You can delete it. You can rotate it. Whatever you want to do, you can do. And you can share it with the other AWS accounts as well. AWS managed keys cannot be shared. So sometimes it happens. The best use case I will say, like whenever you are working in an organization, right? There is to be a varied AWS accounts. Okay. Suppose 100 AWS accounts are there for different applications. Okay. They used to create one AWS account just for security, where all the keys will be present, and all the AWS accounts will be using those account keys, that specific account keys only. so that every account consolidate keys are available in just one account. Okay. So suppose every encryption issues are there. Okay. You can check, you can come to the security account, see that whether the keys are valid or not. You can check the logs also. Okay. So this create, you can create the log mechanism system as well. But okay, what is happening with the key? Okay. So that's why this thing is much important, like the customer managed keys. Okay. So if I just go here and now if I just refresh it, okay, and if I just a customer key, and if I just give the key, right, so you will be just able to, so if you see it, KMS key owner is this account, KMS key ID is this is the ARN. Okay. So in this way you can just create it. It is more beneficial. Okay. And then let's remove this. So you can try this. I'm not going to the demo because the demo is the same. Okay. Just you have to go create volume and attach it, the same demo. Just I'm uh, giving some small things. Sometimes it used to come in the interviews. Okay. Whether EBS multi-attach can be done or not. How can you encrypt the volume? Okay. Why you will use the custom managed keys? Can you use the custom managed keys? Okay. Can I share this custom managed keys to decrypt, to encrypt the EBS of some other AWS account? Okay, so you have to tell, yeah, through the custom managed keys we will be able to do, but will not be able to do through the AWS managed keys. Okay, so this is one thing. And the next thing is like, let's create this volume so that I can show one more things to you. So I've created one volume. Okay, now what you can do, suppose it happens like this AWS account is going to be decommissioned some point of time. Okay, but you want the volume to be retained always. So if this account is going to be decommissioned, volume, everything will go decommissioned, right? Everything will be vanished. So how can you sustain that? So you can create a snapshot of volume. What is snapshot? Snapshot is nothing but a backup. Nothing. There's no other way. There's no other meaning, practical meaning and all. Okay. It's just like a snapshot. So you can create a snapshot. Okay. So this is the volume ID description you can give, that snapshot of my test volume. This is custom, anything you can give. This is encrypted also, and you can just create a snapshot. Okay. Now the snapshot is also encrypted. Okay, if I go to snapshots here, where is the volumes? Yeah, snapshot. Okay. If you see, this snapshot will also be encrypted with the same key, BE3. Okay. So that's very good actually. Okay. Now suppose if I delete this volume, right? Suppose, let me go ahead and delete this volume. Okay. Let me go ahead and delete this volume. So it's getting deleted, I believe. Yeah, it's deleting. It will get deleted. But your snapshots will always be remaining. Now you can create another volume from it. Okay. So I think let it. Oh, I think it's still creating phase. Okay, it's still in progress. Oh my God. Okay, so it's still in progress. I'm deleting the dead volume. Okay. So anyways, let it. Okay, 100%. Now you can create it. Okay. So create volume from the snapshot. So you can create the same. All the data will be there in this volume. Okay. So now you understand like how you click the backup, and this snapshot can be shared with multi-region. Suppose your snapshot is in this region, you want to share this region, you can share it. You can share with another AWS account. Okay, you can share it. Okay, and also you can share it, like you can encrypt it with another KMS key as well. Suppose you don't want to encrypt the key, so this key is in within this account, right? So when you are transferring this snapshot to another account, you don't want this key. Okay, you want the key of another AWS account, so that also you can do it. Okay, I will have the demo of all those use cases. Okay, because lots of, if you give the solution architect exam, right, as these questions are very much asked, like if this happens, that happens. Okay, so that's why I'll show you a demo on this when we'll be doing the full project, small projects. Okay. So these are the things I thought to cover. Okay. I hope no one is messaging me because I'm getting sound. So make sure you delete this, otherwise it will be a huge cost. Okay. Let me go ahead and delete this snapshots. Let me go ahead and delete this small volumes. Deleting. Okay, fine. It will get deleted. And snapshot is deleted and volumes is deleted. Okay. So okay, fine. Okay. Next thing is EFS. I thought to have the EFS demo as well. So, okay. Next, EFS is the so what is the difference between EFS and EBS? EBS is a block storage. Okay. EF is a shared file system. Okay. Shared file system, it means like you can share it with multiple EC2s. So that's why I was just very much surprised when EBS has put EBS multi-attach because when EFS is there, why to put the EBS multi-attach? Okay. But anyways, they have some thinking. Okay. So let me create one test EC2. Okay, let me create one EC2. Let me create two EC2s. I think that will be better so that I can show you like how to do it. Yeah. So let me put test and let me put EC2s 2 and 83 micro and key pair I created last session. So I'm using that only. And security group, I have created that also. So I'm using this and let be the GP3 volume. Okay. So let it be created. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to. So there are some steps in EFS you have to perform. Okay. I can show you the steps, but you don't have to remember the steps. Like it's not like you have to memorize or anything because these steps are necessary. Okay. I'm putting it as a test. Okay. And customize and enable automatic backups. Everything is let it keep. So there are two types of throughput mode. Okay, provides more flexibility, higher throughput levels. This you can just tell if interviewer asks what are the kinds of throughput mode. You can just put enhanced and bursting. So enhanced mostly used to give more flexibility and higher throughput levels for workloads with a range of performance requirements. And bursting is provides throughput with that scales with the amount of like as soon like suppose 1 GB is there. Okay, so it will burst to 2 GB. Additional workloads keep on coming, right? So at the time bursting is needed. But if you have a application which keeps on changing their requirements, sometimes it is uh, 10 GB, sometimes it is 2 GB, sometimes it is 100 GB, sometimes it is 500 GB. So at that time, Elastic is recommended. Okay, so you should use Elastic actually in everything. Okay, if you can estimate your workload, then only you can use provision. Okay, so enhanced and bursting. Okay, so bursting, if I give you, let's see, you can do bursting as well. Okay, and enhanced, there are two kinds of elastic and provision. So provision, what you can do, you can add your throughput, which is not good actually. Okay, so better you use elastic. When AWS is giving you elastic, then why you should go for provision? Okay, I don't know why people used to ask this even interview questions. Okay. So maybe they want to check like whether at least you have used or not. Okay. But in real time also, no one needs to use so much. Okay. So next you can just go and in the network, what you have to do. So as I told you, right, EFS can be attached to multiple EC2s, right? So we don't know where the EC2s will be there in these 6 availability zones. So let's use the security group same for all. So how can you attach? So first of all, people used to say like, how can you attach? Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, how can you attach? So earlier we used to have an option, right, in EBS attach. But here nothing used to have attach. Here just you can give a passage to get it connected. So suppose your security groups uh, have some port 22. So 22 through which what you used to do, you can log in, right? You can log in. So here also EFS just want a way to enter your EC2. Okay, it's a file system. It's nothing like some house bricks that you have to attach it. Okay, it's just like a file system. Okay, just you have to mount it. So you just have to give a passage. So how can you give a passage to a EC2 through a firewall, right? And in our case, what is a firewall? Security group. Okay. So I am just using the same security group what I have used in the EC2 because we don't know where it will place. So I am just using the same EC2. Okay. Now suppose I have created this security group. Will it work? It will not work because EFS also some kind of port because for login there is to be some kind of port, right? So here also you have to have some kind of port. Okay. What is the port? What protocol? So for login it's SSH protocol. And what is the default port of a SSH is 22. So here for EFS it uses NFS protocol. So if you see NFS protocol and the default port of NFS protocol is I think 2049. Let me see. Very long time ago I have used this, like in 2021 I have used. Um, I think it's 2049 only. Yeah, fine. That's why you don't have to remember all the things, okay? So, and file system policy, I am not using any file system policy, and these are the things. And now I am file system is getting created, okay? Now, how we can attach EFS? So I'm just writing here in the queue. So you should use queue very much, okay? All this kind of things where it's a monotonous process is there. Suppose you know, you don't have to remember this. Steps to attach EFS to EC2. So that's why I used to don't use ChatGPT, use queue because queue is more specific to AWS. Okay. So this we have the security groups configured. So it's telling to open 2049. So I'll open just, okay, allow SSH, create EFS. We have done this. We have done this. Now mount targets. Okay. AWS EFS create mount target or something. It's telling that also we have done it. Okay. Okay. This we have to do now. So let's go to EC2. Okay. And let's see its initialization complete or not. Okay, it's complete now. So let me go to this EC2. So for now, I am connecting directly from here. Okay. So you can connect to EC2 instance connect as well. I told you like you have to go to SSH copy. Okay. So that's the best way actually. But for now, I am just doing from here. You can connect from here as well. Okay. It's easy. But only thing is like suppose this tab goes off. Okay. It will go off. So I'm just putting it here. And let me add one more thing, that is the roles. Otherwise security, otherwise on why you are attaching the role, we have created one admin role. Otherwise the EC2 will not have access to do anything. Okay, by default EC2 don't have the access uh, to describe anything or to attach anything. Okay. So I'm giving it the admin role. Both have the admin role, and I am already in this. Okay, so what it has done, so let me, okay, before that let's open the NFS protocol first in the security group. Okay, edit inbound rules. So let me see if there is a NFS protocol is not there. Okay, NFS protocol is there, 2049. Okay, let's open one more because sometimes TCP also requests 2049. And let's see, what is the source? Internet. Anyone can access, which should not be there actually. So the same permissions. Okay, so let me back remove this. Okay, done. Now let's see like whether the file system has been mounted or not. And how can I see? Let me see. Mhm. Just- yeah. So let me get the file system ID, and this would be the command. Very easy. Okay, so what is our file system ID? We'll just go ahead and we'll just check EFS. So this is the file system ID. Uh, okay, here also we can attach it from here also. I mean, not it will give you the actual commands to attach it. Okay, so if you see, you can attach directly from here also. Okay, but for now, if I just go ahead and attach it, it will not get attached. Okay, why it will not get attached? Okay, because there is something called, there is some softwares that you have to download. Okay, and the software is this. Okay, Amazon EFS Utils. Okay, for Linux it is this. So let me go and fetch. So let it install. Okay, same I'll do in the other AWS accounts. Now it's good actually. It's giving directly the things. You don't have to do all these things. Just you can go here. You can just click on attach. It will give you the steps to attach. Okay, that's actually good, so that you don't have to remember everything. Now the interviewers will also not ask like, how will you attach? Now no one will remember this all these big commands, right? Even in the hands-on, if they will ask, they should not ask actually. There's mount via IP as well. It's present mount via DNS. So do through DNS always, because IPs can change. EC2's IPs can change. Okay. So let me go ahead and connect this also. And so both are the name paste. Okay, this is not good actually. So sometimes it's beneficial if they have the same names, because suppose multi applications are there, right? Suppose some name is data lake, some name is APG, some name is something else, Splunk. Okay. So if Splunk 5 instances are there, all have Splunk, right? So that's easy to identify that all the traffic is going to any of the instances. That's better. Now I have installed the NFS, sorry, NFS utils. Okay. Now I'll go to Amazon, and I have to make this directory actually. Okay, first. So let's make this directory, make dir. So make dir is to make the folder. Okay, make directory, mkdir, dir for directory. Let's make here also. Okay, and let's go ahead and run this command, sudo mount. So shall work. Mount point slash EFS. I have already put it EFS. Why it's showing that slash? Okay, I think fine. Okay, EFS, FS tab. Mm, Let me open the FS tab. Let's see. VI slash. So VI is the editor through which you can open any file. Okay. So we have to slash EFS. We have to put it. Now, how we can put it? Let's see through the queue itself. Okay. Now, why you are putting it to FS tab? Why it's telling you to put to FS tab? Because sometimes it happens like I told you, right? Sometimes it happens if you boot that EC2, the mount point will be lost. Okay. So at that time, where there, what we are doing ext4, right? Here we are doing the FS tab. We have to put the mount point in the FS point. So let's just go ahead and let's just put it here. It will give you the actual. So these are the things which you don't have to memorize, guys. These issues, if you face, these are very easy to. You don't have to research and all this. If you're researching all this, then it's a waste. Key points to fix this. Remove slash EFS from the file system path. It should be FS slash EFS, not make dir this and then this. Okay, I think it's is this telling to do this? Because I don't think they are telling much here. Okay, so it's just the simple like first you have to put slash and then the slash EFS. Okay, simple thing. So these are little things that you have to analyze from your own end also. Okay. So here also I think it will be the same issue. Yeah, so what we have to do, we have to here and actually here. Okay. Now it's there. Now if I go to cd slash cfs, okay. Now I am putting one file touch test.txt. So touch is a command to create a txt file. If you do ls, you will be able to see your file. It's empty actually. If you have to put anything, you can put like this. You can open it also, you can put vi test.txt. Okay. Like this also you can put. So this is AWS tutorial. Okay. And you have to put escape colon WQ and then colon. Okay. This will save you. If you just do cat dash.txt, this AWS tutorial, all the contents is there. Okay. So this is the way. And the same thing, let me do it in the this also. Make dir I have made already, and what's the command? Okay. And then the command is what I have done. Uh, Have I created the same command every time? Okay, anyways, it's done. That's fine. Now, if I go to cd slash cfs, so if you see, I have not created this file in this EC2. I have just created this file here in this EC2. And see, this file is available here also. So it's a shared file system. Just you have to mount it. Now, if I do cat test.txt, you'll be able to see this AWS tutorial. So what is the benefit that you have just attached in one EC2 and you have hundreds EC2. You just run the server in one EC2, all the EC2s. You don't have to run individually. Like you can run the script and you can automate it also that it will go ahead and run in all the EC2s. Okay, and you will be able to see the files, whatever you have uploaded, what softwares you have uploaded. Sometimes it happens, right? Some software has to be downloaded in all the servers, right? So at that time you can use EFS. Okay. So that is the thing. Up to this, I just wanted to show you like uh, there are certain things called EC2 placement zones. Okay. Uh, Mostly people will not much focus on this placement zone because uh, sometimes these are the things which is mostly theoretical. You will not be using much of the thing. Okay, it's like information about nothing. But if you see placement zones, it's nothing. What it's the types of placement zones. One is the availability zones. You know about availability zones, right? And local zones used to be there. Okay, AWS infrastructure close to indices. Extension of AWS in geographic proximity. When I'm not sure what is this example of or local zones because I cannot see this US East 1 boss 1A. If you just open this, you will not be able to see all these things. Okay, but at least for interview purpose, wavelength zones. Okay, all these things you can just go through. I'll just add this in our chats. Okay, sorry, not the chats in the document, so that at least you can go through, but don't give much time. Maybe 5 minutes you can give to do all these things. Even at the time of interview only, I used to do this. The if my interview is tomorrow, I'll just have a go through 5 minutes before. Okay, so that if they ask, I can just tell. Okay, because interviews is just about answering questions. It's they will not see like how much knowledgeable you are, whether you have worked in some big companies. If you can answer this, you will come. You will take it. So that's why just don't left no stone unturned. Okay. So that uh, if anything can be asked, you can just answer it. Okay. So this is small session. I just wanted to do half an hour session. Okay. So that I can begin with the load balancer in the next session. Okay. And that is a separate section. Look, how can you balance the load in all the EC2s? Load balancer, auto scaling groups is coming to picture. So I just wanted to complete the whole EC2 section. Okay. So anyone is any questions? I'm just stopping the recording here. Okay. This is the recording. Okay, here.